everyone, and welcome to day 22 of Vlogmas. It's Sunday, December 22nd, and Christmas is Wednesday. I have got almost everything wrapped. About all I have left is wrapping stocking stuffers, so the video for tomorrow, you may be sitting on the floor in the other room with me while I wrap some stocking stuffers, because that's a fairly lengthy job, so you may have to just sit with me while I'm working on that tomorrow. How's your day going? It's a chilly, rainy day here. It's in the low 40s and it's been raining. It was drizzly a little bit this morning, not raining hard, but it was raining harder this afternoon, and it's not supposed to stop until probably Tuesday morning. It is supposed to be warmer for Christmas, so actually from Tuesday or Wednesday throughout the week, I think we're going to be looking at highs around 60. So it's going to be pretty warm for Christmas. This may be our last cool day for a while, but I got really chilled this morning, even at church. And I'm not usually cold at church, but today I got really cold. So I came home, I put on, it's actually my Christmas Day cast on sweater from last year, Concerning Hobbits. It's knit in bulky yarn, and it's got this, let's stand up so you can see a little better, this really cool lace-ish design that runs all the way around. It's on the sleeve and it's also at the bottom. And it's very warm. The shawl I'm wearing is, I call it the Velvet Elvis shawl because of this yarn. Google Velvet Elvis if you don't know what Velvet Elvis paintings look like. But it looks like this, crazy bright colors on a black background. The pattern is by Helen Stewart. It is Talisman. And it's very hard to tell. See if I can find a place where I can show you, because the yarn is so crazy. But it's got these little kind of star, can you see that at all? Kind of little star designs in there. It's not terrible for this. I mean, it definitely lets the yarn show forth in all its glory, but it doesn't show off the pattern all that well, but I think it's okay. I actually had this yarn at a retreat several years ago now. Helen Stewart was at the retreat, so I said, got a suggestion for this yarn? And this was one of them. Talisman and Spindrift were the two of her patterns she suggested. If I were doing it again, I'd probably do Spindrift, which I actually wore to church this morning. I have a Spindrift in, goes my cuckoo clock, Spindrift in what I think is Madeline Tosh, and it's a Spindrift, and I love the texture of the eyelet section of that. I think I actually might have liked this a little bit better in Spindrift, but anyway, Talisman is great, and I still like my Velvet Elvis shawl. So, and it's keeping me warm. I've gotten warm since I've been home. I'm also sipping a warm drink in my little snowman with his hat and his scarf and his socks. So cute. It's a chai latte. I'm finally getting warm. When I drop my pen, that's all right. I have gotten nothing done on my habitation throw. Shame on me. But I will get to it. I'm about halfway. Yarn from Bev. Are we ready? Trying to see if I can open it. I'll try to let you see first. There we go. Pink. Ooh, more red. Oh, I like that. It's like reds and purples. It's almost Valentine-y. Isn't that pretty? So I'm gonna have more red. Didn't have much red in the first half. I may have more red in the second half, so that's pretty nice. I like that. What I have been working on is the Barley Hat. This is in my hand spun Icelandic. Fuzz on it. Hand spun Icelandic, and I've got about, I think about 7 inches done. I have to do 8 inches before I start doing decreases. It keeps sliding off the needles, but the yarn is very grabby. So when it does, I can show you, it's kind of doing this thing, popping off, and it just sits here like little soldiers waiting to be picked right back up. So not that much of a problem. But anyway, making good progress on this, and I just did it again. I'm hoping to be done with this as a Christmas gift, so I got to keep on it. I'll probably work on that some tonight. The Barley Hat, if you are new to everything, you may not have made one. It's a Barley Hat by Tin Can Knits. It's available on Ravelry, and I think it's also available on their website, which is tincannknits.com. And it's really simple. It says, a modern funky first hat. So lots of extra help in this pattern that you might not get in a typical pattern. So really good beginner-friendly pattern. All right, yesterday, if you watched the video from yesterday, you saw me working on some cookies. I was putting the glaze and the almonds on them. This is the finished cookie. See, that's kind of blowing it out a little bit. Does that help? Maybe a little? Not really. An almond cookie. I gotta remember not to tilt my head back because I get the weird pictures. Reflections in my glasses. All right, these are the goodies that we have made. See if I can hold it up a little bit. We have the almond cookies, the haystacks. These are the ones I needed, the chow mein noodles. That's nothing but butterscotch chips, like chocolate chips, but butterscotch, melted with chow mein noodles stirred in. That's all it is. They're pretty common, lots of people have made those. This is probably the most popular at my house. I think the recipe calls them mint chocolate dreams. It was in a Taste of Home magazine more than 10 years ago, somewhere in the range of 10 to 15 years ago. And I started making them probably around then. You bake the cookie part first, this little chocolatey cookie down here. You put a frosting on it, and then a chocolate drizzle on top of that. So that one takes a while, just because there's multiple steps. This is an orange ball. It's crushed vanilla wafers, powdered sugar, like confectioner sugar, orange juice, like frozen concentrate orange juice, and margarine. And you just roll it up, crush the crackers down to pretty much a powder, roll them into balls, and then roll that in additional powdered sugar. Tons of sugar. And then this is not sweet. This is what we call a sausage ball. Although my husband and I were talking about ways to switch it up a little bit. It's Bisquick, which is it's a baking mix if you don't have that locally. It's 3 cups of baking mix, a pound of bulk sausage, and a cup and a half of cheddar cheese. And you just mush it all together, form it into balls, and bake it at, I think it's 300, fairly low temperature, 300 for about 30 to 40 minutes. What we were talking about is the possibility of, instead of using a pork sausage, using ground beef with cheddar. It'd be sort of like a cheeseburger. That sounds pretty good, so we may try that. Anyway, these are the goodies that I've been working on. I am probably not going to eat this plate of food for a while because we went out after church for lunch with friends, and I had a salad bar, which sounds super healthy, except that that was my lunch. I had that and a bowl of a tomato soup. The salad, I just like piled up on the plate. I'm still full from my salad at lunch. It was pretty substantial. So I'm not very hungry right now, although these smell really good. So I'm not sure how much longer I can resist. You can tell, I'm looking outside, it's almost dark. It's, I don't know, going on 5 o'clock. And we've got our Advent candles to light tonight. We'll do that in a little while. And I'm gonna work on my Barley Hat, and I think that's it for tonight. I'm hoping for a little bit of knitting time tomorrow. It's mostly gonna be laundry day. As of now, I'm not planning to go anywhere, but I may decide I need to run some last minute errands, so. Well, I am going to go put my feet up, stay warm, and work on my Barley Hat, and I will see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas.